Hey up folks, it's me, it's Mr. B, your gaming gorilla, YouTube's best kept secret, and I'm here for a different kind of video. Normally, you know me more than anything to cover gaming reviews, gaming views, gaming nonsense, gaming anything, and that's me, that's what you're known for. What you might not know is that I also do reviews for products. Well, one review for a product, but since then, Paradise CBD has asked me to do other reviews for other products like cream, products like vaping liquid, and more importantly recently, products like CBD Coffee. The thing is, I will only review products that I believe in wholeheartedly. I'm not one of these corporate shrills. Oh, shills. You know what I mean. I'm not one of these corporate geezers who will just bend down for a company, give them the Vaseline and say, yeah, I'll do whatever you want me to do. It's not who I am. Now, but why do I... Damn it. That's good. Why do I believe in CBD as a product? I'm a disabled person. Some of you know this, some of you don't. I work all from home. I'm pretty much screwed as a human being. But to get through my daily life, to get through the daily race from start to finish, I work in a marketing company which does very well. I work on my gaming, streaming and making videos and things like that. And it can all be very stressful when it comes together. Especially when you start mixing it with the pain that I go through on a daily basis. And that also comes with its own problems like depression, anxiety. Thinking about going out there is probably one of the hardest things a couple of months ago I could have imagined doing. Going outside to me was a no-go. There was no need for me to be out there. There was no need for out there to see me. So I looked to CBD because obviously there was a lot of reasons why CBD has become quite prevalent in this particular market, because it is said to solve a lot of these issues. It heals pain, sorts out sores. I mean, I have incredible sores. I'd love to give a before and after picture, but honestly, you puke if you sew it. It's just not good. It's not going to happen. So obviously CBD from that point of view was very important to me, and Paradise CBD put up a post on Facebook, does anyone want to try out our products and leave a review? Obviously I jumped at the chance, and next thing you know, I'm reviewing the vape, which I did a written form. This is the first video form I've done one, but I did the written form of what I thought of the vape, which was excellent. Yeah, excellent. But now it comes to the coffee, which is a completely different beast, and let me explain why. This is not one of those products, unlike the other stuff, this is not one of those products you use on its own. It's not going to cure anything on its own. In fact, they say that on the website, which made it quite interesting, because as coffee goes, it's expensive. It sits in the market as a nice tasting coffee, but it is particularly expensive. So it flustered me as to why you would possibly want to purchase CBD coffee, especially when it's used as a supplement. Well, through my personal experience, once I started using it, it made sense. Now, the CBD coffee comes in a nice package with 30 pre-measured out, almost like tea bags, if you will, that you put into the cup, you do your thing, jobs are good. I'll go on to the taste very shortly, but it's more the effects that I want to talk about right now, because that's the most important thing to you. It's certainly the most important thing to me. Now, when I started using it, I started realizing that as a supplement, it has to be, you take it in the way you would vitamins. Same thing. Not that I know anything about that, of course, But forgive me, I hate cameras. I get nervous in front of them, as you can see. But again, CBD it's helped me get in front of the camera with you now. So the straight fact is to put it into a sense of when you would use it. Now, I tend to use mine in an afternoon. My wife doesn't like me vaping in the house, so obviously vaping's my main fix of CBD. I tend to use the coffee as an afternoon supplement just to boost me, to give me enough boost just to get me to the finish line, if that makes sense. So it's there to supplement everything you're doing with other items, and it helps, especially helps when you use it in such a term that it's there. If you can't get any other form of CBD during the day, this is a perfect way to do it without broadcasting that you're using CBD. It's the perfect way to do it. So, obviously, some people are still a bit like, I don't want people to know I'm a druggie. It's cannabis, I'm a hippie, which isn't true, but still there is that stigma to it. I mean, hell, even Paradise CBD put a bloody ganja leaf on the back of it because that's where it comes from. So there is that stigma, and I get that. So it's the perfect way to supplement your CBD income throughout the day, or give yourself a little top up or a boost. Now, generally, I would always advise that you use it in the afternoon rather than the morning, because morning times you get up, you're vaping your stuff, you're applying your creams, you're taking your pills, you're dropping your oils, awesome, your CBD maxed out. Afternoon time, not so much. It's good just to get a little bit of top up. So that would be when I'd use it. And when you base it on that, when you base it on sort of that sort of scenario, all of a sudden the cost for 30 bags, which is about a month's supply if you just have one a day, doesn't seem so bad. In fact, it seems bloody good value, especially for what it does. Now goes to the taste. Now, I'm a coffee connoisseur. I love my coffee. The stronger the better. I have several coffee machines, everything from a Tassimo to an espresso maker. I have everything. I love my coffee. Yeah, it's not strong. If you like a good tasting strong coffee, the best way to take this coffee is 1 tea bag, no milk, 1 or no sugars. It's a sweet coffee in itself. It's not very bitter at all. And if you use the old, because if you boil water to its maximum to 100% and then tip it on coffee, that's what makes coffee bitter. So if you're gonna have it black, boil your water to about 90%, 90 degrees. Tip it on, then all the bitter notes are gone. You don't need sugar. Brilliant if you're trying to lose weight and you're a fat bastard like me. Top tip, it's real. So yeah, so there we go. If you do like a weak coffee though, it makes a perfect latte. Unbelievable. And the easiest way to do that is tea baggy coffee bag. We'll call it a coffee bag. It's not a tea bag. It doesn't have tea in it. So you put your coffee bag into your cup, 1/4 of the cup with hot water, the rest cold milk, and I'm telling you now, it makes the perfect cafe latte. You know, like frappuccino, chuck a few ice cubes in it, amazing. So listen, all in all, I seriously recommend this coffee. It's got the gaming gorilla stamp of approval on it. But at the end of the day, it comes down to what you think. If this is a product that would fit into your daily regime, get it by all means. Absolutely 100%. If you're in a scenario where you don't think a supplement would help you, then maybe look at other products like the creams. If you've got joint issues, the joint rub especially is brilliant. Something along them lines. So that is my review and my thoughts on Paradise CBD Coffee. That's all from me, Mr. B. Ta-ta for now.